Okay. Okay, so hope you're able to see my screen. It is all nice. And if you're not able to see it correctly, please increase the settings to 720p. By default, YouTube gives lives in a mobile at 144p. I don't know why. So that is it. And I have created a new project. This is not that same project which I've done yesterday, and this is a different project. And anyways, the GitHub link will be there because I have given the GitHub link for yesterday also. So okay, so this is the part. Yeah, so what we're going to do, this is a normal thing which is there. So let me come here. Normal Angular app I have created. Okay, so with no strict, as we have done yesterday, because I don't want to go to the TypeScript world that much. Okay, good evening, good evening. Okay, so that is there. And app.component.html is there. As always, a lot of things are there. App.component.html. And I think, okay, one thing. Okay, one sec. No problem. I think I need to have bootstrap and all also. Let me check it out. Okay, no problem. Control A, Control V. Okay, so I will just tell what code I have pasted. Okay, so let me just have something in the angular.ts also. Then I'm going to tell angular.ts is this there. Okay, I think I have to install bootstrap also in this project. Save it. Save it. Okay, so okay. We have to do all those things which we have not done early. Okay. So what we have to do all the things which I have done in the first thing. Okay, one sec. First, we did an actually a bootstrap class. Bootstrap we have added here. So again, bootstrap also we need to add, and we need to add something more also, and which is the forms module we have to add, because if you don't add forms module, the ng model doesn't work. Okay, so we have seen that earlier also. So the main thing is that I will come here and I will add a comma forms module. I have to add, and I have added a forms module. Hope this error will go, and this error will go, but no nothing. So because this project also have the bootstrap, we are not learning css right now. So how to add a bootstrap? So I will have a command j and npmi bootstrap at 3 I'm going to add. And now in the after this, in the angular dot, it is added. So I'll go to this angular dot json file, angular.json file. I'll go, and here in the styles I have to add like node underscore modules dash bootstrap, and this css. Okay, this we have to add. Save it. Hope it will be updated. Okay, it's not getting updated because it is not getting updated, because when you do something like this, you should always restart it. I should ng serve. I will again do this ng serve, and hopefully this will be restarted. Okay, ng serve is done, and see, yeah, it is all coming. Everything is coming fine. Okay, so now what I just did. Okay, app.component.html, what it is having, it is having a server name and a server content. So let us go through it, what we are having here. Okay, I think I can make it a bit smaller like this so that I can have more space for the code. Anyways, it's a bootstrap, so it will be responsive. So we have a container, and then we have a row. Call xd is all bootstrap thing. Add new servers, server name is there, and then text form control is there and all. Okay, form control and all is there, and we are using the ng model which we have seen yesterday how to use it. This ng model two-way binding is there, and then the button is there, and button two buttons are there. one is the add server and one is the add server blueprint. Okay, these two things are there. Then we have this row which we have not yet used, and it will show the element whatever we added. So this let us see. So we have this server element on add server, and on add blueprint we are adding a object here, and then this object we are looping through the server element. So we're pushing it in the server element. Okay, on this the server element dot push. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so server element dot push, and all this code will be there at the end so that you can go through it. So ng for is going on, and so let us add something. So here sr1 and server number one at server number one, it is coming like this. sr2 server number 2 is add server blueprint. So blueprint is coming like this. Okay, blueprint is coming like this. Okay, app dot okay, okay, no problem. So what we are going to do now, we are going to divide this very big component into smaller components. So that is something which we are going to do. Okay, so this is a very big component, a lot of moving parts are there, so everything should not be that much big. So we are going to learn first how to divide the component into smaller component, and then how to have the communication between them. So communication between them, how we are going to have, we are going to learn that. Okay, so first we'll split this into smaller component, and for that we are going to create the component. So again, command G I will do, and then I will create two components here, and GC. Just like this, we create the component NGGC, and it will be cockpit. Cockpit I am going to do, and so this will create one, and NGGC server element. NGGC server element I am going to do, and so all these new files are being created. So okay, so all these new files are being created. So this is how easy it is to create the component in Angular. So component server, all these things are created. Okay, those who attend the React.js class also, I will ask you one thing which you find much more easier after 2 days. Means today after React.js, tell me. Means those who attended both of these things, I will be happy you are attending both of these. You are getting 2 certificates. Okay, so both of the top framework libraries. React.js is more top, but then Angular is also there. Okay, so that is there, and then okay. So what we are going to do here, we are going to cut whatever in the app component and this component. Okay, and cockpit.html is there. So in the app component, okay, this container, this row is there in the container. So this all thing, now it will go to another component. This row, this I will cut. So what we're doing here, we're creating smaller components. Okay, this all will go, and this will go to the cockpit component. Cockpit component, it will go on shift. Okay, and anyways it will, we have to fix those errors. It is giving us errors, so that it is not there. Okay, all these things it is giving us, and then we'll move the methods and variable declaration also from this app dot. So all these methods and variable declaration also. So where, okay, so all these things from here till here. So we have to move all of these things to the also to the cockpit. Okay, so we'll do that. And here let me move this thing down. This we have moved it here. Okay, so we will have a lot of errors in the cockpit right now also, because we don't have this server elements we don't have here. Server elements is still here, so we are getting this error there because server element is not there. So what we are going to do again, so what we are actually doing, so this app.component, we are converting into two things. One is the server dot cockpit component and server's element component. Okay, so that is the, so in the app dot component dot html, what I'm going to do here, the div with row is there and this div is there. So here I'll come and here this thing I will cut it. I'll cut it and we are going to place it in the server element component dot html. Where is my html? So in this html file I'm going to cut it and paste it. Okay, so that is there, and then okay, and that is there. Okay, this ng for I don't require it here, so ng for I will anyways remove it from the server element component html file, and okay. We are getting a lot of error here also. Okay, okay, so now let's go to the app component.html. Okay, app component.html. Now we are going to call all these things. So app cockpit we are going to call app cockpit. App cockpit I'm going to call here, and here I'm going to call the app server element. App server element I'm going to call. Okay, and here I'm going to have the ng for here. Ng for I'm going to have here, and in that I will have this ng for this server element is there. So I'm going to loop through it. Okay, and that's okay. Save it, and it will anyways give me error. So let item of this thing, item of server elements, item of server elements I'm going to have, and save it. Okay. So anyways cockpit works, it is showing me because I have not saved it yet. Okay, so cockpit.html I'll go, but let me save this cockpit.html first. Cockpit anyway it will give me error, cockpit.html, because it has got something cockpit.ts. I've got the server elements. Okay, so this will give me error because this see in ts file what happens, and the starting only it will show what is giving me error. So this is giving me error. So the thing is that I have to comment it out. So I'll comment it out, and this also I will comment it out, save it. So at least it is showing again. So it is showing again. So we will now go into the server element. Where is my server element dot html file? Not saved it yet, so let me save it. Okay, server element dot html file is there, and the server component, where is my server? See, still a lot of error is there, especially in the server element dot html file. So it is showing me that it is error is there. So here I'll go in the server element component dot ts file. Okay, and we are going to create an element. So this is not getting this element, actually this element it is not getting. So this element we have to create it here. So we are going to create this element here. Okay, element is like type is string, comma, name is string, comma, content is string. Just like this element I'm creating here, like this, save it, and now see it is coming. So element is there, element it is of type of a string is the name of a string is there, and content is of also string is there. So this is the server element is there. So now we have to add this servers element. This is servers element. Here we have this servers element. So here we will just add something. Okay, servers element in this ts file we'll just add, and because it's an array of objects, then type is like server, comma, name is like sr1, comma, content is like just a test, just a test, save it. Okay, so something is there, something is coming, but we have to bind this thing. So we have to bind this thing, so we have to go to the app component.html, and here we have to bind this thing because we have just created this thing here, server element, but we have to bind it also. So here in the ng4 we are having good evening Pankaj, ng4 we are having this. So here we are going to bind it with the binding thing. Okay, so we have seen a lot of binding yesterday, ng4, and those who are watching from other platform like LinkedIn now, please do come to my YouTube channel. I host on my YouTube channel also. It will be very benefit for me to, if you watch it from the YouTube, because I'm growing this YouTube channel, means I'm putting a lot of effort here. Please do like the video. Whoever is watching, please do like the video, and please do subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you're subscribe from some analysis IDs, or tell it to your friend, tell it in the college groups and all. Okay, so this is the opportunity for everyone. So element, see element I am now element okay, so element I am now I am doing a binding. Okay, element I am doing a binding in the app.component.html. Now after that I will go to the parent. Okay, for the parent component to bind to the property of the child component, this is the parent component. To bind to the property of the child component, we need a special type of decorator. So this is something which I needed to tell, means this is something related to sort of a props in React, means a parent, I'm binding a parent to a child. So how to do the parent to a child I'm doing. Okay, so here I'll go in the server, in the here the server element. Okay, and here in the where am I? Okay, so here server element dot ts file I'll go, and here something is there which is known as the input. Okay, input is there. So input is there, and then this input is there. Then this element is not a normal element. See, from here I'm passing this, here I'm passing this element, but this is a parent and this is a child. So here I have to take it as an input, and I have to add a decorator. So this is known as decorators in Angular. So at input, like this I have to do, at input, save it. Okay, at input I have to tell. So now that's just a test is coming, which I have here, just a test which is there. So I have to bind it from here, and this is a sort of how we are passing the data from here. At input decorator, at input decorator we are passing, and see this just a test is coming. Okay, so that is there. Now we want to implement the other way around. That is a changes in the child component we pass to the parent component. And React we have seen this thing, means React you are going to see this thing, not seeing this thing because I do take a lot of React classes. Yet we are going to see this thing. See how we are going to come from the from your child to a parent. We are going to see in the props thing. I think today only we are going to see the React world. We are going to see today only. So in the 8:30 class. Okay, so that is there. So now we are going to implement the other way around. So in the app component.html, we are going to create in the app cockpit. I'm going to create something. Okay, so app cockpit, I'm going to create a server created equal to on server added, and a dollar event is there. On server added is I'm not yet done. We have to do this thing, and blue print created equal on blueprint added. Again, the event is there. So again, event is there. Both of them are throwing error because they are not yet there. So this we have done in app component or HTML. Anyways, let me save it. Although it will give me error. It's okay to get the error sometime. And then we are going to go to this app component.ts file, because we have to create it here only. App component.ts file we have to go, and here we have to add both of these things. Okay, so the on server added I have to add on server added, and here server data. So it's a TypeScript thing. So a lot of the things you have to add like this: server name, is like string server content is like string, and then this dot server elements dot push. I'm pushing it here, and here type is server, and name is server data dot server name, and content is server data dot content. Okay, so this is like this, and on server added is like this, and similar to this I'll have a this one also. See, the error has gone. So this is how TypeScript is. Okay, so I will have this on blueprint added is like it's like server name is string and server content is string, and this dot server element, again the server element dot push, but it is now blueprint. Okay, blueprint and blueprint dot data and server name. Okay, so it is like this. Save it. So it is, at least it is not giving me error anymore. So now server element, let me close it. In the cockpit.ts file we'll go, and the cockpit.ts file we already have this thing on server added and all. So what we're seeing we are going to see the opposite way, from the child to the parent we're going to see. Okay, so in this here I'm going to come in the cockpit, and here I'll go up, and here after this I'll have to add a event emitter comma out output, event emitter and output I'm going to have. And then here, so here a lot of things are there. Here there is a output, at the rate output, like at the rate input is there, at the rate output is also there in Angular. So I'll have at the rate output like server created equal to new event emitter. So new event emitter, I can have a lot of other things also, but I'm going to have like this. So this is C, when we are going to pass from a child component to parent component, we have to emit the event. So this is emitting the event happens in that cases. So it is not that easy from child to parent. Okay, in React also it is not easy. Okay, child to parent. So emitting these events and all are very important. Okay, and then this blueprint created equal to new event emitter. New event emitter is there. Now save it. New event emitter is there, and then now this on server added, we are going to have it on server added is this new server. See what I'm going to do here. New server elements. Server elements is not there anymore. So new this server created is there, and then I'm going to do something known as emit. I'm going to emit the server type and all. We are not going to do, and this emit what? Emit the server name. Emit the server name and the server content we have to emit. Okay, so this is there. This I will remove. Okay, and server name is there, and this the new server name is okay. And the other thing is server content. Server content is this dot new server content. Now in the blueprint, so you have to, those who are learning Angular for the first time, they have to go through this code again and again and again, then only you are going to understand this. Angular is not that much easy as React. No, it's not. React, when you come to React class, you'll see React is how much easier than Angular. Angular is not that much easier. Okay, that's why startup doesn't even touches Angular. But if you're going to go to a service-based company, there are chances that you'll go to an Angular projects also, because they have both of them. And I have worked throughout my career, like one time here and one time here. So blueprint added is like blueprint added dot emit is there, emit, and then this I'll cut this, and this is again this server name is this dot new server name, and server content is this dot new server content. Save it, and now see, now we are going here, and we did it. Okay, so let us see whether it is working or not. sr1 server 1, at server it is working, at server 2, at server 2, at blueprint, at blueprint is also working. Okay, so this actually I want it to be blue, so let us see whether I can make it as blue. So server element dot, okay, this is a css file, I think. Yeah, server element dot css file, and this is a p, and color is blue. Save it. Server 2 is blue. Okay, so this is how you can make it. Okay, so this is done, but as we know, there is another way to bind the data, and that is using ng model. So we are not binding the data at a local level. We are binding the data at a means parent level, from a parent to child, child to parent, emitting the event and all these things, event emitter and all these things we are doing. So there is actually another way to bind the data instead of this ng model, and we are going to see that. And for that, this cockpit.html I'll come, and here see this ng model which I'm doing. Okay, so instead of that, we are going to learn another way. So let me do here, let me come here. So one of this ng model I'm going to remove, especially this one. The next one I will keep. So next one ng model I'm going to keep, I'm going to remove it, and then input type is text, class equal to form control, and hash server name input, at server name, hash server name input have done. And then what is going to happen, this both of these places, instead of this on at server, this on at server will be there. But oh, so this is a reference way to do it. Okay, reference we have in React also. So this is that way, server name input, and this server name input I'll do, server name input, and server name input I'm going to do. But now I have to add it in the ts file. Okay, so where is my, let me save it, so it will give me error. In the ts file I'll go, and the ts file, this new server name is not there anymore, so I will comment this, or new server name I'll comment this out. And then on add server is there, here I will have this name in input, name input is there, and it will be any, name input is any, and it will be, instead of this, it will be, see, this is ng model, second one is coming from ng model, the first one is coming from this reference, this one is a reference. Okay, dot value, we have this in your React also. Okay, name input dot value. So it is giving me error. What is giving me error? Because I have not passed it here. No, it is not giving error. Save it, and let us see whether it is working. As one, server 1, at server 2, it is also working. So this is how we pass data from one component to another. uh, when we are passing from parent to child, it is easy, but when we are passing from child to a parent, we have to use that emit, and that add the rate output, and all those things we have to add. So this is something which you have to go through it again, or else it will be very difficult to understand. Okay, Angular is a bit tough to understand, so you have to go through Angular at least 1 or 2 times. Okay, at least 2 times again, all through this course you have to go through it, and then only you're going to understand it. Again, go through it. As I've always told, a lot of people have asked me to do Angular. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to create another process, and all these projects I'm going to put at the end. Okay, so all this product not product, all these projects will be there. Let's control C, I'll do. And this component deep dive we have done. And today, now we are going to do a directive deep dive. Okay, directive deep dive. Let me see. C dot yes. Okay, directive starts. Yeah, directive start. Okay, I'll open it. So again, this projects, all this is a starting part of the project which you are going to get. Okay, and then ng, so So okay, npmi. See, this is a new project which I've taken, so I have to do the npmi. This is something which you do in React project also. So npmi I have to do, and it will install all these things. Okay, why it is giving me founder Jasmine? No. Fix the upstream was npm ins all npm install. Okay. They asked me to use the force. So let us. All these things happen with open source projects. Karma, Jasmine, these are all things related to testing actually. Unit testings. Okay. I should have done this npm install earlier only. Okay. So okay, that is done. Let me do ng serve. Okay, it will be done. And if it work, we are going to do directly deep dive here, or else maybe I will skip to some other topic, and this I will fix and do it later on. But it is done. Okay, so that is done, and if I refresh it, whether it will be showing, yeah, it is showing, means it is working. Only that first thing we have to do. Let me close this one, earlier one, and let me make it big. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to learn more about directive. We have learned about directive earlier also. In the yesterday class, we have learned about directive. So we are going to learn about directive again. Okay, so that is there. And so see, this is our small project in which what we have app. Let me go to the app dot component dot ts and app dot component dot html as always. So app dot component dot ts, you'll see it has got some just numbers like this, and only odd equal to false. And then if I come here, it has got a div and all, means div having containers and all. And where it is, what is open? Okay, so something I clicked and it opened that. Okay, so this is there, and on click I want to show the odd and even numbers, but it is not fixed. See, it is showing everything, means it is not even fixed. So let us now first do it. For that, what we are going to do in our app.component.html, I'll go, and here the li is the list group items is there. Here I'm going to come, and here I'm going to do ng for equal to let num of numbers is there. I'm going to do, and then after this let this li, I'm going to show the num. I'm going to show the num. I'm going to show, and then let me save it and see 1 2 3 4 5, all of them are being shown. So just I'm looping through the numbers is there, the numbers 1 2 3 4 5 is there. I'm looping through it, and I'm just showing it there. Okay, so this is how we show it. This is a very simple thing. So now I want it to work with the button. Okay, so for that I don't want it like this. I want evens equal to 2 4 6, and odds equal to 1 3 5, like this. I'll have save it. Now in the app component.html file, I'll go, anyways it is showing me some error that numbers is not there anymore, because it is not there. So here only show odd numbers. Instead of this, I will put something meaningful. So that meaningful will be toggle numbers, toggle numbers will be the meaningful thing. And then after this, okay. So this all is there, and we have to change something here because the numbers and all are not there. So let me actually, and I also don't want this ngif and also better, let me comment it out. And this ally and all, I don't want it like this. Ally will be there, but before this ally there will be a div. So the div will contain this ally. It will contain this ally. Okay. And in this div we'll have a and g if equal to only odd, only odd will be there. Okay, and if is only odd and ally is list group item star in g4, it will be odd of odds, odd of odds will be there. And instead of this num I will have this odd. And then I'm going to have the other part of the of this ally, means other this div is like this. And so I'll have another ngif after this. So only odds I'm showing this thing, and then I'll copy this and not of only odds. So this is how the if statements are used in Angular. So we have learned this earlier also. So here I'll have even of events I'll have, okay, and list group item and all is there, and I will show here the even. I'll show here the even, save it. Now by default it is showing me the even numbers. Why it is showing me the even numbers? Because only odd is false. Only odd is false first. So only odd is false means this will run and it will show me the even. Now if I toggle it, it is showing. It is showing perfectly. It is showing me. Okay, this is working fine. Okay, now what we are going to do? We are going to recap the ng class and ng style a bit. Okay, so we have already done ng class and ng style earlier also, so we are going to learn it here also. So for that, in the app dot component dot css file, I'll go app dot component dot css file and then dot odd num and color of white I'm going to have, and that is there. So now we are going to go to this app component, and here in this only odd I'm going to add the ng class. Okay, ng class we have, which we have already learned in the previous class, but we are going to relearn it. Ng class equal to like this, and then odd num. What is this odd num? Odd num is this thing. So ng class has been like this. Odd num will be shown when this odd num class will be shown. Ng class means class name we are going to give, but it will be shown in some certain circumstances. If it is true, then only it will be shown. When it will be shown, it will be shown if odd modulus 2 is not equal to 0. Not equal to 0, it will be shown. Okay, so similar to that, we'll have ng style equal to background is, so background is here. See here we don't add any class here. Here we'll add this thing odd plus 2 not equal to 0. Then I will have the ternary operator. Ternary operator I'm going to have, I will show it as red, or I will show it as nothing. I'll show it as nothing. I'll show it as nothing. I'll show it as something. So this is how it will work. So this is how it will work. Ng style, see, background will be background if it is odd. If it's not equal to, if it is not odd, then it will show as red, or else it will show as nothing. So this is something which we have done. So even I'm going to add this thing here also. So I will copy this and come here and paste this ng style odd name here. I will add the even here. Even here I will add and not equal to 0. Even dot 2, and here also I'll have the even not equal to 0, but that is all is okay. Okay, so let me save it, and I will, yeah, so it is showing, see, so it is showing perfectly. In the case of odd, it will show it as red background, it will show, and a white color it is going to show. So that is this thing is the all white color, background is there and the color is white. So this color is white is coming because of that. But in the case of even, I'm showing nothing, means it is, I'm just showing nothing. So this is how the ng class and ng your style works, means a better way. So the other thing is that we are going to learn, we are learning the directive. So here one more thing which I'm going to tell is that we are also going to build our own directive. We can build our own directive also in Angular. So all these things, ngif, ngfor, which we have learned in the first class also, they are there. But we can build our own directive also in a way. So let us build our own directive now. Okay. So for that, we are going to go here and we are going to create a folder here inside the app. So first we're going to create a directive with just doing it by hand. Then we are going to use that nggc thing. Okay, basic, which is highlight I'm going to have, and then here inside this basic highlight dot directive dot ts. So this is, so it is not dot component dot ts, it is dot directive dot ts, dot directive dot ts it is. Okay, so here let us have everything by hand. Okay, import directive comma element ref from angular co, and directive, if you want to create our own directive, we have to add this thing, add the rate directive. Okay, add the rate directive we are going to add, and then selector is, so selector is what, selector is something which is the name of this directive. We will know this by this name. Okay, and app basic highlight is the name, and then we have to do that export class basic highlight directive, basic highlight directive, and here constructor is private element ref, element ref. So element ref is a sort of a reference, element ref is a sort of a reference. Then here you're going to have this like this, this dot element ref dot native element dot style dot background color is equal to green, and let us have two more, style dot background color, then color is white, and padding is 20 px. So all these things I've done. So just a basic directive I've done. So this basic directive we have to add in the app module also, because we're creating it by hand, so we have to add it here also. So after this I will add basic highlight directive. I'm adding this. So basic highlight directive is here. A basic highlight directive, I have done it here. Now in the app component.html file, so we have created a basic directive which is just doing, taking the element and changing the color and all. So how to use it? So in the app.component.html, this I will come, and here maybe after this ul, anyways I'm not using it, so I'll remove it. Okay, so here I'll do p and checking basic directive lorem, just a lorem I am doing. And then how to add this, how to use this, you just have to copy this. So this is just changing the style. So you can use it many times. I'm just copying it like this, save it. See, now the everything is like green and all these things have been done. So this is how it is done. This is how it is done. Basic directive, you can see it is done like this. So there is another way to create the directive. Okay, another way to create the directive, we are going to look into that, and that is like from the again from the terminal. So Angular give us a lot of things from the terminal. So okay, let me also do one more thing. So let me give you the all the attendance sheet. Mark your attendance here. All of you mark your attendance here. So that is done. No. Okay. Okay. So how to create our own directive, not by hand, but by using our very old command line tool. So we'll do ng g, not c, but d. I have to do d for directive. I'll do best directive, best direct gd best directive, and it will create a directive. Okay, it will create a directive, and I'll go here and see where is my best directive. Okay, so best directive is created here. It doesn't create a folder and all, it's okay. So best directive has been created here, and this ts file will go. So this is the best directive is created, and one more benefit is there. So as all you might have known, app.module.ts, the best directive is already included. App.module.ts, the best directive is already included, so that's the benefit. So this best directive, I'll go, and in here we are going to react to some events like moving the mouse and all those things. So we are going to create something like that, moving the mouse and all those things. We are going to react to that. So here we're going to have, not that every time we cannot have a color thing. Okay, so like comma, and one more thing is that let me have it a bit bigger, because I have done the font size a bit bigger. It's okay, because then it will be much more easier to view on the mobile. Host binding, I'll have comma host listener. I'm going to have these two things we are going to have, and then all these add this directive and all these things are there. Export class best directive at, so at host binding I'm going to have, and style.background color is a background color string I have to do. Okay, and then I will have another like this host binding. I'll have two times this host binding. Okay, this will be color, and this will be color, and this will be padding, and this will be padding like this. And in the constructor I'll have a this dot color equal to black. Okay, so host binding, you'll see what I'm doing. And now I'll have a host listener. Okay, add host listener, which we have created. At host listener we'll have, and I will have this mouse enter. Mouse enter is there. When the mouse enter is there, then I will have mouse over, and event data is like event like. Okay, and then so this background color, we have to create this background color or else it will give error. So now I can use this dot background color equal to blue, and this dot color equal to white, and this dot padding equal to 20 pixel. Now we'll have something for the mouse leave also. Okay, mouse leave also we will have. So let me copy this thing. Mouse enter is there, and then mouse leave is there. Mouse leave is there. Event data, this is background color. Let me change it to yellow and black, and 20 pixel is there. Wait. So now we are going to go to the again. So our directive is done. So now we have to go to our app.component.html file again, and here I'm going to have another p after this. Okay, p and checking best directive lorem test. Lorem test. And what is the best directive? Best directive is this one. Here I'll add best directive, save it. So this paragraph has been done. Now let us enter the mouse, and it is leave the mouse yellow. So this is how it is working. So it is working fine. Both of them are working fine, and now there is okay one small thing which was remaining. So let us complete that small thing before means saying it a day. So there was ng switch. There is ng switch is also there. So which I have means I think I have not taught that ng switch. So let us do that. So for that, this directive and all are done. So but this is an inbuilt directive. So ng switch, we are going to go to this ts file, and here I will have a item equal to 5. I am going to have item equal to 5. Then save it, and this app after we have a div, and here h3 div, and there is something known as ng switch. ng switch equal to item. ng switch equal to item. So item is just 5 am. So it will have this thing. Okay, ng switch s3. So item is 5. And here, so this is how switch cases are done here. Okay, ng switch case equal to 5. Then okay, ng switch case equal to maybe 10. Then item is 10. ng switch case is 100. Item is 100, and there is a default case also. And the default case is, so just like a switch case, we have a default case also. ng switch default item, it doesn't need any equal to, because it is item is default, like this. Save it. It will show me item is 5. Okay, item is 5 it will show, and if I make it as 45, it will show me item is default. Okay, so this is how it works. And with this we have done a lot in Angular today also, and we have covered a lot, and a lot needed to be covered. As I told, Angular is not that much small. Angular is a lot big. Okay, so with this